I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. It is the KVJ Show on a wet Monday. Going to be a very wet week here in South Florida. Boy, I gotta tell you, these storms, man, they are just kicking ass through that Gulf. It's insane. I heard the water temperature in some spots as hot as 86. It only needs 80 degrees to fire up a nice size storm. And I think it's going to be alarming because I think this storm is going to look like a massive ass kicker. And it's still going to be, a Category 3, but it's going to look very intimidating before it hits land. And apparently it's picked up a scary amount of just strength in the last couple hours.
I had to go show it to Kevin. I was like, Kevin, is this right? Like, it says on the Sun Sentinel that it's like going to be a Cat 5 today.
Yeah, it says Hurricane Milton approaching Category 5 strength.
Holy
today.
Shit.
Like Monday, today. And they don't think it's going to hit till Wednesday night.
So, does it sustain Cat 5? Oh, that's sorry.
You're a Cat 5 radio mess.
Accidentally hit volume.
He wants us to hear ourselves in echo.
Like, where's that noise coming from?
Can it sustain a Category 5?
We don't know. We don't fucking know. What do you think I am, Steve Weagle?
They were projecting it to get stronger and then dip down. I'm hoping that that's still part of the plan, that this isn't like, oh, crap, what just happened?
Please dip.
Yeah. So I hope this is part of what they expected when they were showing that it was going to be a 4 and then it was going to go back down to a 3.
We don't want no wobbling of the north, you say.
What? You say?
I'm saying we don't want it to go north. We don't want it to wobble north. If it does, we're fucked.
No, not at all. Not even a bit.
It's amazing. Everything he says is the exact
sense.
opposite of what it should be. It's pretty amazing on every one.
I felt like I said south earlier and I was wrong.
Steve Weagle, your job is safe.
Oh, man.
I did read yesterday they thought if it went on a more northerly track, it would be stronger. It would be a little weaker if it went south. Now, we're obviously the south part of it. So if it goes south, then we're going to get a more direct hit.
Okay, all right. So, all right, there's some merit to what I was saying.
Not
Virginia.
really,
No, it's not.
Fuck you both.
Sometimes that's the only thing you can say.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it's going to be an interesting week. It looks like probably Wednesday evening is when it'll make landfall. And then I assume for us it would be a little bit later, probably end of the night on Wednesday. Still some winds on Thursday. And then it looks like if we can get to the weekend, it should be nice to pick up all your dinosaurs, Jaybird, from around the neighborhood.
To go collect your projectiles.
You have nice weather for that.
I'm bringing them in. I'm keeping that wolf up. Let's see what this wolf is made of. This werewolf has been through a lot.
Oh,
we're talking
boy.
2 years plus, and she is still standing.
She's going to go through somebody's windshield.
If we figured it out, me and the snack pack, if it was to ever get destroyed by the wind, we feel like it would be moving forward towards my pool area. The legs would break and it would just kind of collapse like a ton of bricks. That's the snack pack, though.
Oh, okay.
How high were you when you guys sat around and had this conversation?
I mean, I don't know. Pretty high.
The teenade, though, that's the unpredictable part of these storms and the dirty side of the hurricane.
Yeah, that's how it goes flying through your neighbor's window.
Yeah, that's how your neighbor catches your werewolf.
Well, my friend's got a tiki, so I think it'll block it. I think we're good.
Okay.
Your friend's tiki's going to get ripped to shreds.
I love the idea of a werewolf cam.
So you guys at least have thought it through.
Yeah, we're over here planning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the good news. So we'll see what winds up happening with it. So who knows?
But just know that something's brewing out there. This Milton is a scary sounding bitch right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No
Milton.
doubt. No doubt. Bill, just what a weird
He sounds
name.
like a guy on your HOA that like nobody respects.
Yeah.
And he's just all talk, not a lot of action. I don't know. This Milton, I am a little bit intimidated by.
I think old timey. When you say Milton, I'm going. This guy.
Milton.
He drinks brandy. He loves cigars. He likes doing some things with cigars. If you know what I mean.
Like a Bill Clinton?
kind of thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
I think that's what I am saying.
Okay.
Poor Milton's wife.
He dips the tip.
Oh, Milton is spreading it around. It's not.
He's a
no.
tip dipper?
He's a tip dipper.
Okay. I get it, yeah. You painted such a vivid picture. I see him
He
clearly.
smells
now.
a little bit, though.
He does, even when
Milton's got an odor.
Even when he brushes his teeth, you can smell the brandy.
Smells old.
The cigar is there.
He smells like bad choices.
Had money at one point,
Yep.
but kind of on the decline.
Pissed it away.
Yes, and is pissed now.
He's mad at the world, Kevin.
Category 5.
Kind of getting his revenge.
Yes.
Yeah. This is how he exacts his revenge.
Okay, all right. That kind of sounds like a movie.
Humanizes the storm a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you won't be able to think about Milton without thinking about this picture we've painted for you.
You're right.
I'm thinking
He's
about
an old
cigars
guy.
and pussies, oddly enough. It's the weirdest thing now. It's the first picture I have of this storm.
That would make me tickle pink if even just a quarter of our audience thought of, I don't know, cigars and pussies because of this now.
Be a great name for a podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would try it out.
Yeah,
I would at
right.
least give
I
it
think
a-
it would bring people in. Yeah.
Can you call your podcast Cigars and Pussies?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
yeah.
call that. They have filthy names now for podcasts.
Hey, you
yeah.
got fat guys and a bunch of cats sitting around. Cigars and pussies.
Oh, yeah, a little play on words.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
get a lot of
good.
people to tune in.
I like it, Ralston. You're gonna be disappointed.
Look,
I
if
don't
you
know,
don't
though.
do Cigars and Pussies, I'm going to be disappointed.
It'd be an odd thing to watch.
It would.
Just a bunch of fat bald guys with cats sitting around smoking cigars.
It is weird when
It's a
guys.
one-episode special.
It's an odd thing. Guys that smoke cigars together all look the same.
They do, yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's like you're born into this. It's kind of like you've got to do it. Yeah. Well, I was talking earlier about the food that you got to make sure you have. So it might be good because I don't know how obtrusive this storm's going to be for us. I'm still on the hopeful side of it that it's not going to be anything major. But, you probably want to have at least some good snacks, some things ready. We got chips and salsa. That's all we got. I don't know if we're going to beef it up anymore. But that's the only thing we have in the pantry. So if that's it, we've got nachos.
Do you think that we will experience at least category 1 type of things?
No, I think it's going to be more of a tropical storm for us,
Okay.
honestly. It's kind of my thought, but, what do I know? Because I think I had seen earlier that one of the graphics they had up was like maybe 40-mile-per-hour winds they'd be looking at. So
It's too early to tell.
it is too early to tell.
Spaghetti models.
You are hurricane hopeful.
No, I'm not. I just want you to not be underprepared.
No, exactly.
I don't want people to be like, well, Kevin said it was only 40-mile-an-hour wind, so I didn't get shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if, you should listen to us about weather either.
No.
You should barely listen to us about like fart jokes.
What about,
Those aren't even that great.
Yeah. So we have Brooke on today. It's all on her.
True.
I did want to ask her if she...
Another stupid question.
I did. I wanted to ask her another stupid
keep it going,
I
huh?
wanted to.
Yeah, okay.
She didn't want to answer my question.
She's actually really nice. I bet you
Yeah.
you would like her.
I'm sure.
She's a
I
sweetheart.
thought she was very nice, but it was a stupid question. I did want to ask her if, look, Brooke, if you could be honest, are you just so jacked up that this hurricane is even heading our way? Do you guys get giddy,
a
excited?
hurricane boner.
Yeah.
Does Glenn Glazer have a hurricane hard on?
Yes. All week are they watching that shit going on?
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Yeah. I mean, this
Yeah.
is why they're in it. I think they're probably in it because, one, they have a fascination with weather, and then two, they feel like they're doing the Lord's work. They're helping keep people safe. So, yeah, it's got to get them jazzed. Yeah, they got to be all amped.
I would be big hurricane boner.
That'd be so weird, though, if you actually saw a meteorologist with a large raging erection. Could you imagine
We
that?
got some squalls over here.
You got a squall in your pants.
And you're just like, is no one going to call that massive erection out, or are we just going to keep going?
It's a massive. It's a category 5
It's just
dick.
so obvious. Yeah.
A whole thing of a circulation of high pressure in his pants.
It's his pointer towards the storm.
I wouldn't hear a word he's saying.
I wouldn't
I think it'd
either.
be like category 5, evacuate now. I'd be like, what happened? What's going on?
I'm mesmerized by that weather, D.
Man,
Yeah.
I've looked for it. I would do anything.
You looked for the weathered boner? You sick fuck.
I'll
We're
let
just
Glenn Glazer
kidding.
know, yeah.
I meant to say, remember
Well,
when...
just so you know, when
I've
Jennifer
looked
watches
for
Weathers,
it.
That's what I meant. The thought... I don't know. I
he's
didn't do
right
that.
up on that TV, just staring at Weagle's dick.
I didn't say
How disrespectful.
I meant to say, I've looked for the clip of when me and Kevin watched that live fight go down with the 2 meteorologists locally here, but it's nowhere on the...
They probably
on-
scrubbed it.
But it was such a good one. It was a good...
What station was it?
I want to say it was at 12? Whatever Rob Lapicola
Rob
was on.
Lapicola. I think he was 12.
Yeah.
I think he bounced
Well,
around.
me and you were watching it in real time because it was during the hurricanes.
Right.
The two,
2004 is 20 years old now.
they were...
Lapicola was on 5 and 12. He was never on 25, I don't think.
They had gotten into a massive fight, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember me and you going, whoa, that was some good shit.
That was a weird year. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't go through 2004 again, but we'll see. So, yeah, if you're looking to try some different things during the storm, I thought this was pretty smart. Now, Julian Edelman, who used to play for the Patriots, he's also like model hot, so a good-looking dude. So he's got that going for him. He is partnered up with Tostitos, and they're hyping a snack hack, salsa cereal. It makes sense. You take a handful of tortilla chips, you crush them into a bowl, and then you top it with salsa, which if you do a lot of tortilla chips, you know that when you get down to the bottom of the bag anyway, you don't have a suitable chip. And so you really kind of got to do that. So I do that pretty much every bag of tortilla chips anyway. You just pour what you got in there and then just put the sauce on top of it.
I mean,
and
they're trying to
eat it up with a fork.
They're tricking you into making it to be a thing. It's really not a thing.
No, they're taking what everybody does anyway. That's why I'm not that impressed with that. This is something different. Dua Lipa went on to TikTok talking about what she adds into her Diet Coke. And some people like it. Some people say it is completely gnarly. Could it play to take a Diet Coke and put in some pickle juice and jalapeno sauce?
Awful.
Oh, I would try that.
I thought that would give you the runs.
They recently had the Dr. Pepper with pickles, and that played. Some people really like that with pickles in their Dr. Pepper.
My only problem with that is I'm not drinking no bitch-ass Diet Coke. Just give me a real Coca-Cola. Then let's put jalapeno juice. Then let's put some pickle juice and see what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, Diet Coke is stupid.
Diet Coke
For
is
that,
gross.
let's have some fun.
I'm just here for the experience.
When's the last time you two fucks had a Coca-Cola?
It's been a minute. When I'm hungover sometimes, I will get down on some soda and my family flips out because they're like, oh my God, shit, look, mom's drinking a soda. Because I never drink a soda, but I will if I'm hungover.
When you were fat, Kevin, did you like soda?
Yeah, I did. It was like a treat for me. Every day I'd go do my paper route, then I'd come home and I'd get a soda. And I remember my parents would mark on the bottle where I could drink to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like soda prison.
There's
I
no
wasn't
way
allowed to get a lot.
you didn't follow those rules.
But they gave you like all those little Debbies, but they wouldn't give you soda?
Yeah.
That's weird.
My family had weird rules like that too, where you were never allowed to drink the milk at our house. Oh my gosh, God forbid if there was no milk for coffee.
What are you supposed to put on your cereal?
You had to really...
Water?
You had to mind your P's and Q's and realize at a certain point you're not getting cereal. If you dared take the last milk, my mom or Ann would have your fucking balls, baby.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You didn't fuck around with their milk.
Was it for the coffee?
They loved their milk and their coffee. And you just knew at a certain level on the container, you don't go that And sometimes not everyone would follow the rules.
Oh, shit.
And shit would go down.
Who is the biggest rule breaker of all the Pennington children? Who would drink the milk and be like, I don't give a fuck?
My brother.
Yeah.
Well, he was
He
the
was a rebel.
biggest.
Yeah, he's big.
He's not scared of nobody.
I was scared shitless.
He's fearless. You're full of fear.
I did not mess with the milk.
You knew.
I knew.
Yeah. Well, Ashley sent in an email, and you were referencing this earlier. She said, I'm not sure if you've seen this or not, but it brought me to tears. The video of Louis Capaldi going through an episode of Tics from Tourette's on
Yes.
stage, and the crowd quickly starts singing his song for him.
If you haven't seen this clip, it made me fall in love with him so hard. I want to hug him. I want to be his friend. It is the most moving, beautiful clip if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. It was very nice, and it's his birthday today. He's 28.
Happy birthday, you sweet little bitch. Lovable little guy. Oh, I love that guy.
Are you comforted by those words? Did you hear that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Like, I think it's sweet somewhere in there.
You
But
try to be sweet,
Yeah.
but gosh, man, it really
It's a great video.
kind of misses the mark.
yeah. Just all the extra language around it.
Yeah.
A lot. Musically, Engineer Keith said, yeah, you'd missed The Used played at the Backyard at Revolution Live on Friday. Yeah, they're kind of a screamy, whiny emo band that would never be played on 97.9. Yeah, I know them. I got a few of their songs. I just, you know what? I think I just missed it. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's a gazillion different venues and all that stuff. I try to get everything, but yeah, Revolution Live a lot of times has smaller events. They really don't have bands too often, so sometimes I don't check that site.
I think I've got The Used.
Yeah?
Good comment, Bird. I was just trying to add on to
I hear you,
to
yeah.
the email.
I never even fucking heard of The Used.
Okay.
Yeah, again, they're,
The Used what? The Used, I mean, there's a lot of gross things you can say. Used tampon. The
yeah,
used.
thankfully it's nothing like that.
I don't like
Yeah.
the name.
I'm not sure I understand your.
The Used.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
2 songs you can check out. Pretty Handsome Awkward is nice. Pretty Handsome Awkward is the song, and then The Bird and the Worm. Those are the 2 I have. So, yeah.
The bird and the worm.
Do they sing like that?
It's the bird and the worm.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, no wonder Kevin likes them. They're fake British.
Yeah, they're British, but they're from Ohio.
Right. Got Colleen with a little shout out to the New York Mets. I know Mets fans are excited as the playoffs are going on in baseball. Yeah, this is the best time of year, Virginia, because you're really kind of getting into you got football going on. College is getting good because they're done with all those putsy games. So, you got real good matchups. You got the playoffs going on in baseball. There's just so much. The best time of year.
Too much.
No, not too much. It's just, it's awesome, though.
It is awesome.
It is.
I'm hoping that baseball starts to get popular again. I don't have faith.
The Savannah Bananas are coming.
They are fun. I would love to go to a game. In fact, I would
You-
like to do something on the field with them.
I know somebody who's got tickets. They offered them to me, and I can't go.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know this
same.
person, too.
Yep, same.
You
I know.
You want to be my date, Kev?
I was offered the tickets. They're playing this Saturday at Lone Depot Park in Miami, and they're now selling out. They're going to Major League Baseball stadiums now. When I saw them, they just played the minor league stadium. They can't play that now. They bring too many people.
There's no way they would be able to play that thing.
Yeah, they
You
can't.
saw them at a special magic moment.
I did, yeah.
It's pretty funny some of the shit they got in there where a fan can catch a ball and the inning's over.
It's so
they got all
great.
weird
well,
rules.
they've made it. What a lesson to baseball. I saw that. I was just telling Bird today that the TV ratings for the St. Louis Cardinals have dropped in half over the last 2 seasons.
And
TV ratings.
I really do love baseball. I was born a baseball player. I played it since I was a little kid. But they've lost their way a little bit. And even when I was playing, baseball just in general takes themselves very seriously to a point where you go, lighten up a little bit.
They need to get somebody in there. First of all, they need to let go of all their whatever they have where they don't change rules and like we are what we have always been. And, well, what you are is failing. So they need to get an open mind, and then they need to get somebody in there that's great at marketing to say, okay, like the guy, I would hire the guy that has the Savannah Bananas to run Major League Baseball and be like, let's do some stuff. Now, not say we go as goofy as Savannah Bananas, but
Yeah, there's a fine. I think you're right.
Yeah.
You can't go so
how do we
goofy.
mix some of this in? Yeah, not that the fans are catching it out and you change a World Series game, but what can we do to add a little bit more into this?
More energy. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they do a terrible time marketing there. A lot of people just don't give a shit. In fact, people are mad we're talking about baseball right now.
I've already tuned out this show.
Just texting.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm fucking mad at myself.
Yeah.
I just struck out.
Yeah, I think it might be sold out for this Saturday. And yeah, I would have gone. My Ohio State Buckeyes have a really huge game on Saturday at that time. So I would definitely, I've been waiting for this game for a very long time.
Your Buckeyes are undefeated still.
Undefeated, ranked number 2, and they're playing the number 3 team in the country.
All right. This is a heartbreaker. This is a kick dicker. Or a dick
what?
kicker.
Kick kicker.
What?
A dick kicker.
Can I kick you in the dick?
If we film it.
Deal.
Yeah, so it is a massive game on Saturday, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, Bananas game would be awesome. If it weren't for the Buckeye game, I would definitely be there.
I'm going to be at Maddie's Fight Foundation, or I would be there too, because the Savannah Bananas look really fun. But Maddie's Fight Foundation, they're celebrating what would have been Maddie's 18th birthday, along with a bunch of other kids that she went to school with, other families that, fought alongside her with their kids with cancer. So it's a big one.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This Saturday night, if anybody wants to join me, there's tickets still available for Maddie's Fight Foundation for the gala this Saturday.
Very cool. And I got an email here. We were talking about the passing of Pete Rose last week, a legendary baseball player, not a Hall of Famer. And this email says, I have a totally different story of Pete Rose at O'Keeley Park that you told last week. I played ball. My father was also a DMV out there for a long time. Pete was awesome. He sat in front of the bleachers the whole tournament and signed hundreds of balls. I was probably 9, maybe 1995-ish. Attached is the signed ball. Not worth anything, but I still got the memory.
Yeah, I think if you catch Pete in a great mood, Pete is a great version of Pete. I think if you catch him in a shitty mood, he might be a bit of a dick. It just, I've heard both kind of stories about him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's human?
Yeah, exactly.
Shocking.
He has bad days and good days.
Like all of us.
Who would have thought? But no, I do think he had a little dick in him. Yeah, more
What do you
than
mean by that?
Just,
Like you went to a Diddy party?
I think he just had some dick.
He was gay, but only with really small endowed men.
He only would take a small dick.
I don't know. That's too big.
Well, if I'm taking one, I'm only taking a small one.
Anything over 2 inches and you're out. But
You're taking-
Amen.
I like a little dick, not a big one.
No big dicks. No. Not back there.
Charlie Hustle.
Unknown things about Pete Rose, yes.
He was a real gamer, as they say in the business.
Yeah, he was. Always went in head first, they said. Somebody clearing up your cheese bread comment from earlier. You were talking about it was queso con or something like that.
Yeah, they have a name of it at Publix.
Yeah, it's pan con queso.
It's very good. I think that's a fantastic hurricane snack.
Okay, yeah. Okay, a little cheesy bread.
And it's in the bakery.
Yes, you could eat it right out of the bag, or you could heat it up in the beginning of the storm before the power goes out.
Okay.
Or you could just eat it out of the bag. But it's quite good. And if you add a sauce to it,
Yeah.
even an extra queso dip,
Wow, okay.
I mean, you won't
Now
poop.
you're talking.
You won't poop during the hurricane. It's
Well, it's probably good, It's easier on your plumbing then, right?
Yeah.
Probably not a bad thing. Little handy hint here from Keith about your scratch tickets. You can scan any lottery ticket on the Florida Lottery app, and then it'll let you know if you're a winner, so you don't have to do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can put the app on your phone and scan it. Everybody was telling me that, and they were kind of mean about it. Like, dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like, you dumb bitch. You can scan it on the app on your phone. And I was like, oh, sorry. Golly. I got about 18 you dumb bitch comments.
I forget what I said, but that happened to me too last week when I got about 30, you dumb fuck. I know.
Like, oh,
I get
God,
it.
all
I
right.
get it. After the 20th one, I go, I get it.
Did not know. Now I do.
And I appreciate this. Joe, he sent a makeup or breakup. It was a very long email, and he had AI write a shorter version for me.
Aww.
Yeah, sensitive situation 2 years ago. I'm 37, divorced. My high school sweetheart of 20 years due to mutual mistakes. The aftermath was devastating. I lost my family, home, career, and gained a criminal record. However, focusing on my children helped me cope with suicidal thoughts. And recently, I met an amazing woman who shares similar experiences. She survived an abusive ex who abandoned her and their son. We started dating after a month of friendship, but her ex has reappeared. Seeking redemption and wanting to reconnect with her child and their child, she's torn between hatred and giving him a chance for their son's sake. I'm supportive but nervous about being pushed aside. We've discussed our feelings, but with her ex in the picture, she's become distant. I fear being friend-zoned or moving too slowly. I'm falling for her, and I want to navigate this situation wisely. Guidance would be greatly appreciated.
You need to hit the brakes.
Yes.
This is way too messy.
Yeah.
And I get it. You got the feels.
You got the feels.
I understand. It's very difficult.
You know what you need to do? You need to go expand your dating pool and find somebody else to get your little feelies feeling.
Yeah, clamping down on her or getting jealous or anything like that, that is not going to help your situation. You need to, like Virginia said, pull back, relax, let her sort out her family situation, give her time and space, and chill and do your own thing for
In
a
the
while.
meantime, you go wander around there and get it wet.
So you're saying if somebody wanted to get fingered, he can do that, is what you're saying.
What?
Are you saying?
Is he getting fingered?
No, I'm saying.
Does he like a little dick too?
What? Is this guy, is he gay or straight?
No, I guess what I'm saying in layman's terms is that if he wants to play around a little
He
bit,
needs to play around.
he can alley-cat it around, is what you're
Look,
telling me.
you need to tell this girl, hey, I realize that you have a lot going on right now, and you need to rectify whether or not you want to get back with your formerly abusive ex, which if she does, she's dumb. Let her go. Let her go be with him. That's not going to work out, but you need to go do something different.
Yeah, see, for me, if you can sense her distancing from you and there's a change in atmosphere, I would already be out. I would have to say, look, you need to go figure your life out, and I got to figure my life. I wouldn't be able to handle that shit.
Take yourself out to happy hour and go meet some new friends. Go meet some new girls to date because this is not the one for you right now.
Right.
And who knows, maybe in a year, that guy will break her heart again, and then she'll come back to you, and you guys will make something happen. That could happen. But right now, I would not be talking to this girl.
If a local bar has a promotion, Get It Wet Wednesday, go ahead and go.
Go get it wet.
But I think you have to let her know you guys are not together, though.
Well, let her know that while she's exploring her ex,
Yes.
you're going to be exploring new relationships because time is ticking, baby. Mm-hmm. You got no time to kill. Get out there and get it wet.
That's quite a vulgar term, yes?
Yeah. You know.
Well, look, it is what it is. It's
Say the
better than
same
him
way.
getting fingered.
That's a vulgar term. I'm so sorry I said that. That was not a becoming comment.
Oh, you do it. You be coming.
That's what Cardi B said Offset liked.
What?
Fingers in the butt.
She said that.
Oh,
She
wow.
did. She's good. She's her. I couldn't say it in the dirt of the day, but that was the quote. She's like, I'm not going to fight with no bleep, the N word, that I've had my fingers inside of.
If you had to do the fingers butt story and clean it up for radio, how would you do that as a professional, Kevin? If you had to tell that story and get that across without breaking FCC guidelines, how would you tell that?
Oh, you can say digit. You know?
Digit. Okay.
I didn't go there. I just said move in the bedroom.
I don't think you're able to. I think it's good that you skipped it. Kevin could do it professionally. You would end up going, yeah, she put his finger in his butt. Right his ass, Kev.
I skipped over it.
The smart move.
I just said move in the bedroom.
So never play Smell My Finger with Cardi B?
No.
Yee.
And I was thinking about it because I spent a lot of time thinking about it. She's got them long ass fingernails.
Right.
So do you trim one and then you just have one butt finger for offset?
She might perforate his
Or
colon.
do you give him that full ass talon?
Wow.
Because she might perforate his colon.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time thinking about that.
Somebody better not put their finger on my butterfinger.
Yeah, some of these emails that we get with the makeup or breakup, it is kind of interesting that some people, I guess, when they're in it, they just they get blinded. They just don't see it. Is that what it is?
You can't see it because you're in it, but then once you get out of it, you get perspective. And if you talk to your friends, they can give you perspective. But you're just in love.
And you're also scared when you break up. You're going to talk about digits and butts. You're afraid, someone's going to Cardi B your ass.
I was talking to my daughter yesterday.
He liked it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
He was inviting it. Yeah.
He wanted the fingers in his butt.
Right.
That's what she's implying.
And probably not every girl does that, right?
No, that's a special request. That's definitely not on the normal menu.
Vanilla Vanna over here. Imagine her doing that to Panda.
I'm not putting my fingers in anybody's
wouldn't happen?
butt. Not on my own fruition.
Not even if he brought hand sanitizer?
And he really wanted it. He's like, babe, just get a couple digits. Just one digit. Try a thumb out.
What if he gave you a glove?
Exactly. He was so wanting it. And, because, babe, I'm taking
No
out the
glove, no love.
I'm taking out the trash. I'm hitting all my spots. I'm hitting all my points.
Look, I want to make Panda happy. So I would entertain a conversation.
Okay.
But we have to discuss it. We have to figure it out.
Virginia would get like some fake mannequin hand.
It would be the unsexiest.
It'd be like a rubber thumb.
Oh, my God.
It wouldn't be mine.
It'd be cold and impersonal.
Not. Yeah, Panda. Unfortunately, dog, you're not getting your butt fingered.
And then because Virginia can't feel it, she would go too far.
And lose it.
And she would be quite vocal.
Oh my God, I lost the thumb.
Then his Finky would clamp down.
Now we got to go to the emergency room.
ER, and he's got a mannequin arm coming up his
See?
You would be so vocally not into it.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
If that happened to me, I do not stop until I get to at least Tampa.
For a medical.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least Tampa.
You got to go out the listening area, my man.
I might wind up in Georgia.
Yeah, you just
might.
keep going.
You got to cross state lines.
Go
For a
to
solid
Atlanta.
6 hours, I'm going to have a mannequin hand coming out of my ass.
Go to Atlanta. There's
Yep.
major hospitals there.
You
Yeah.
really might, even on the way, try to find a fake ID.
So you got to rob somebody, steal their driver's license.
It's about just getting the procedure done.
The hard part is when we have to pull over to get gas, and then somebody looks in the back window. What's that guy got coming out of his ass?
There is, so all those stories you have when someone puts something in their butt, the weird stuff where they go, oh man, I gotta go get medical attention. There is there's a point in their mind where they go, damn it, I really have to call. I have to go to the
that
hospital.
moment happens.
Son of a bitch.
And I'm not going to my hometown.
You can't.
Not a chance.
You can't.
Yeah, my daughter was telling me about this situation. You talk about just how you're in it. Be like, how can you not see that you need to break up with this person? She was telling me about this girl that she knows. She's like 2 years younger than my daughter.
And that has a lot to do with it, too, age.
Yeah, my daughter's 26, and she was just saying it's so interesting because she got a couple friends that are a couple years younger. And my daughter's, I think, really kind of matured over the last couple of years from where she was. And she said, it's just amazing, even talking to girls that are 2 years younger than me, just where they are and not understanding. She's got this friend who is dating this guy who got arrested for trying to pick up a prostitute that was a cop.
Oh, wow.
Whoopsie.
And doing that whole thing. And the dude gets arrested for it. And she thinks that he is now in his turnaround phase. Like he is, set up. And I think she's a little religious too. And, so, and even her parents, I guess, are supporting the situation, but she's still with him. I'm like, if you found out that your boyfriend was trying to set up sex with a prostitute, and it may not have been his first time, I mean, and you continue to be with, like, what? I'm like, how? And she still is.
It's a little too risky for me. I just don't. I mean, there's too many fish in the sea. I don't need to date a guy that picks up prostitutes.
But guarantee you, there's more than one person listening that's going to listen to this that has gotten back together with somebody who cheated on them with a prostitute, without a doubt.
Yeah, so, the girl was telling her, and Caitlin was like, I just don't know. I'd be out of this. And the girl just gave her I don't think you should be judging me. And it's like, well.
Well,
Yeah.
look, don't tell me the story if you don't want me to judge. Because this is what I fucking do.
That's if you're going to put something out there.
Yeah, don't ask opinions if you can't handle the opinion.
And also, sometimes, doesn't judging sometimes kind of keep you alive at points?
Yeah.
You judge
You
yourself.
just turned your microphone
You judge
off.
yourself if a bobcat is about to attack you. You got to judge that situation to a certain point of view.
you do. Yeah, you got to kind of do that stuff. And, look, I think sometimes if you are a good friend with somebody, I would want a good friend to. It's not that they're trying to make me feel bad, but they just say, hey, let me just give you my perspective on this real quick. Because it's weird in relationships. I think sometimes something happens, man. You put on blinders or you just, for whatever reason. And I said, I have a feeling this girl has a little self-esteem. And Caitlin's like, yeah, she does. And what's crazy, she's really pretty. And I think this guy kind of plays those games. Sometimes guys will do that with pretty girls and make her feel like she's less than, even though she's not.
Yeah.
And so he's got her
Tricked.
Yeah. It's manipulative.
It's very manipulative. Now that I know all these details, she needs to run from this guy.
Oh, anybody.
But she won't. And so Caitlin winds up in these situations sometimes where she's got a lot of friends that have been in a really bad situation with dudes, and then she can't say anything. And then when the guy wants to come out, she's like, no, I know this guy's cheated on you like at least 5 times. I can't just be around him and act like everything's cool.
As you get older, Caitlin, you know what happens? Your circle gets smaller.
Yeah.
Because the people that do stupid things don't get to be in your circle anymore, and that's okay.
I'm curious too. Are these girls dating barflies where they're out at a bar and meeting people when they're drinking? And I'm not saying you can't meet someone that way, but if
don't come down on drinking.
No, but there's a certain you can meet some players out there that are out at the bar scene.
Yeah.
That
Well, she was saying like one of her friends was out and they were drinking, and the guy apparently he's out of money and out of credit, and his card was going, so he just had all of his friends jump on her tab without asking her.
Barflies.
And I'm like,
what?
Yes. I'm like, that's just it. Like all these, like every story she tells me is like makeup or breakup, and then she can't bite her tongue about it. And then she wants to go out. She's like, I can't go out and hang with these guys and act like everything's cool because these guys they're taking advantage of you. They're assholes. They're cheaters or whatever. And I can't just be in this circle and have drinks with them and act like everything's cool.
No, this is a girl that you can go to lunch with. This is a girl that can be your friend. But you don't go out with her and this man because you're going to put yourself in a scenario where you're going to be so upset. And why would you want to spend time watching her getting taken advantage of by these guys that are just freeloading douchebags?
Yeah, right, exactly. Sydney said, I could have saved 6 years of my life if I just listened to my friends. And it's interesting to see my daughter where she is in age and all the stories she's had about her friends. And I guess that's what you do when you're in your young 20s. You get in terrible relationships that can alter the course of your life in a very negative way.
And it can hurt your friendships too. If somebody, I mean, I've had that situation where friends have been with somebody who are unbearable to be around, and it without a doubt fractures stuff because you don't want to be around that person.
Yeah.
Because they're awful.
But tell your girlfriend that you'll spend time with her if you still enjoy time with her, just the two of you. You two go shopping or you two go to lunch. If you can keep this girl in your life if you want to, you just don't go to the club with her. You just don't go where he's going to be. If he's going to be there, I would not be there.
Yeah. I think we got Caitlin on. Hello, Caitlin.
Hi, good morning.
I was just telling the story of your friend, and I think I got it right. He got arrested trying to pick up a prostitute that was actually a cop, and he's in jail, and she thinks he is on the road to redemption, and she's waiting it out, right?
Yeah, so she's just, I don't know, she's been video calling him and stuff in jail and whatnot. But he's on no bond, no bail.
No bail. What else did he do?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I feel like she's not giving me all the details because she like gave me them, and then she's like, "You're being judgy," and I'm like, "I'm not being judgy."
He's got no bail.
You're being
The judge
Right.
is being judgy
Right, I mean-
and won't let him out because of whatever he did.
If there's ever a time to be judgy.
The judge is being judgy.
Yeah.
Oh.
How dare you talk negatively about my boyfriend that's trying to pick up a hooker that is on no bail and has done other terrible things?
Well, and he admitted to her that this is like the 5th time he's done it. So he finally just got caught with the police.
Oh.
Because, I mean, everybody knows you can't just, like, buy people online. But I asked her, I'm like, why doesn't he just go to Fort Lauderdale at 3:30 in the morning and you will find somebody at Sway or one of these clubs?
Yeah.
Like, he's not a bad-looking dude. I don't understand.
I just can't understand how you would stay with a guy like that. I mean, if that were a makeup or breakup, I wouldn't even waste our time with it because it's so obviously a breakup. And what is it with these girls that it's a clear-cut breakup, no question, and they are like, no. Yeah.
Does she have daddy issues?
No, she comes from, like, a really good family, and they have, like, a religious background. And I was like, did you tell your parents? And she's like, yeah, like, we've just been, praying that he's going to get through this, like it's an addiction, like, and I'm like, you must not be telling them the whole truth, because if I came to my parents about something like this, they would be like, yeah, you're crazy.
Do you know how they
Wouldn't be
met
very
each other?
supportive.
She's actually in school for being a pilot, so they met in pilot school or whatever, aviation.
Oh, when that guy gets around, oh my gosh, a pilot?
He's going to be the sluttiest pilot ever.
I mean, yeah.
If he makes it
this
through
is a guy's
pilot
already
school.
cheating on you and picking up hookers. Can you imagine when he gets around flight attendants?
How's he paying
and
for
he's in a different
pilot
city?
school if he can't even pay bar tabs?
No, this is a different guy. I was telling a different story.
Oh.
Yeah, about the guy that jumped on your friend's bar tab.
Oh yeah, there's.
Yeah.
It's tough to date down here.
That's
why I
a
don't
separate
even
sleazeball,
dabble.
Virginia.
Oh my gosh, y'all got to get some good friends. These friends sound rotten.
Yeah, that's why I don't mess with the boy stuff.
Don't.
I don't know.
Just
she wants to stay with him, and
Wow, it's really tough because you see someone's about to drive over a cliff.
Right.
She is going to get in a situation where she's irreparably going to change the course of her life for the negative, a hole you might not be able to dig out of for the rest of your life. And here they are, and they're driving 80 miles an hour right towards a wall, and you try to take the wheel, and they're like, "Don't touch the wheel. I got it."
Stop being judgy.
Yeah.
Stop being judgy. He's
on
got
top
no
of it,
bail.
like she I think it's just because she's like younger. So I don't know. She's 24 and I'm 26. But even a year ago from today, have just such a different mindset. So I think she's still in that, like, just younger, like, we're gonna get married, like, we love each other.
Jeez.
How old is he? Is he the same age as her?
Yeah, they're both, I think, 23 or 24. They're a bit younger than me.
Wow. It's not going to work. I hate to tell her that. But, sometimes you got to just step back and be like, all right, unfortunately, this is a life lesson. You're going to have to learn the hard way because life is going to smack you so hard in the face.
Does pilot school let you continue if you have...
No. You get 30 days if you, like, miss, and he's been in jail over a month now.
He's been in
And
jail a
even
month?
If he does get out, he has to register as a sex offender. So, like, sex offenders, you can't live near schools, churches, you can't leave the country. And all she does is talk about travel. So I'm like, this man that you want to be, there's nothing you can do. Like, why would you even...
Yeah.
So he did some bad
Oh my
shit.
gosh.
Well, I think that I'm not getting the full story anymore. I think she kind of cut the details.
Well,
I'm
if you
not
give
judgy,
me...
but I thought it straight up.
If you give me his name, I can find out the real story.
Yeah, somebody said you can look up all the charges. They'll be listed.
Yeah.
So we can get him if we care. I mean, but, whatever.
I just don't know his last name. That's
Yeah.
one thing.
All right.
That's
well,
important.
You're doing the thing you can. It's just I just can't fathom how it's such an obvious breakup and people are like, nope, I'm gonna stay in it. So there you go. All right, Caitlin. Well, thanks for coming on.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Love.
That's tough.
Sick game.
Yeah, and when I look back to my early 20s, I think I remember a couple relationships that were going on like that. They're just like, all right, good luck. That's all you can say. So,
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know my ass from my elbow. And I
Right.
still don't.
So if you send us a makeup or breakup and it doesn't get read on the show, you know it was so ridiculous that I couldn't even read it because I'm like, people would be like, why did you waste time on that? Like if she sent that email, I'd be like, I'm not going to
Yeah,
read this.
it's a slam dunk.
This
Break up
is-
with this fuckface.
Yeah, how do you even try to argue that that's like, oh, maybe I ought to work it out. I think he's in his hooker phase. What?
He's in his hooker era.
Era. Unbelievable. All right, well, you can get those to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all enjoy a little dick today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.